All righty. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to this special edition of Brownsville Tech Live. And tonight we are having a Starship preview of the launch that is scheduled to occur tomorrow. That is Wednesday, January 15th at 4 p.m. directly at Starbase. And as our countdown clock indicates, it is 18 hours, 26 minutes, and 30 seconds before the start of the launch, which is integrated flight test number 7. And just like we will bring it to you live tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. And just to give you a quick update of what integrated flight test involves, we are going to present a few things about integrated flight test number 7. Once again, it is scheduled tomorrow for Wednesday, January 15th, 2025 at 4 p.m. here at Starbase at Boca Chica, southeast of Brownsville. And the flight hardware consists of the 7th integrated flight test of a prototype Starship launch vehicle. The prototype vehicle's plan to be flown is Starship number 33, which is the upper stage, and Super Heavy Booster number 14. I will say that it will be the first time that a Block 2 ship is tested. This is SpaceX's second generation of Starship. And the milestones is basically to launch Starship 33 and to land Super Heavy Booster 14 back on the launch pad like it was previously done on, back in November with IFT 5. And basically, what are the characteristics of Block 2? The Block 2 ship characteristics include an increased height by 1.8 meters. That's about an actual ring taller than the last version of Starship. It exclusively uses Raptor 3 engines, unlike the previous ships that used Raptor 2. It is capable of carrying up to 100 tons to low Earth orbit. And it has a shorter payload bay this time around. It's got 3 rings instead of 5. There are brand new forward flaps. I think they're smaller. And there's actually a new heat shield layout. There's up to 18,000 hexagonal tiles. And this ship is going to sport the PEZ dispenser. The PEZ dispenser will be utilized to launch satellites, exclusively Starlink satellites for this launch. And to give you an idea of what the PEZ dispenser will do, I've got a video on the screen that shows you Starship in orbit, and it is dispensing each Starlink satellite like a PEZ candy dispenser. Elon coined this functionality the PEZ dispenser because for those of you of a certain age, it does remind you of a PEZ candy dispenser, or at least how it used to dispense candy back when we were kids. Look at that. Look at how it does it. Pretty different from the previous satellite launches on a conventional rocket or even the space shuttle for that matter. And then Mechazilla. Mechazilla is basically the launch tower that will receive the heavy booster. It consists of two mechanical arms that are coined chopsticks. Elon has coined the term Mechazilla to describe this launch pad. It will attempt once again to catch super heavy in midair, and the catch occurs beneath the grid fins. When this happens, there is a possibility that there's going to be sonic booms. And sonic booms basically occur when the landing is happening. And for those of you that are interested in reading about sonic booms, you can basically catch one of my previous videos where I describe what a sonic boom is at subsonic speed, at Mach 1, and even at supersonic speed. I won't necessarily go through the entire explanation, but there are different uh, sonic booms at each subspeed, Mach 1, and supersonic speed levels. It's pretty interesting. For those of you wondering where Starship is manufactured, well, it's manufactured right here in Texas, exclusively at Starbase. Basically, Starship is manufactured and tested at Starbase near Boca Chica, east of Brownsville. They employ over 2,500 employees locally. And they recently completed the building of a star factory. This consists of a 1 million square foot facility that will manufacture Starship rockets. It has been coined the factory of the future. SpaceX also completed the building of a 5-story parking garage that will accompany Star Factory, and it will provide employee parking for the employees. They've also completed the construction of a secondary launch tower, and they continue to make huge investments in housing, education, retail, and restaurants near or around Starbase. They did receive an FAA license. So basically, they've got a license to launch. I don't have the updated copy, but they have received their license already for tomorrow's launch. There are beach closures. So for anybody out there, the day that will happen will be tomorrow. That's when the beach closures will start. They will start at 9 a.m. tomorrow and will be closed until 10:30 p.m. That includes Highway 4 and Boca Chica Beach. Alternatively, there are other days, January 16th and the 17th, and they will also possibly be closed from 9 a.m. to 10:30, or on the 17th also from 9 a.m. to 10:30. Now, I want to make people aware that the plan is to launch tomorrow, but these are the alternative dates and the alternative times. So if anybody's headed out to the beach or had plans to head out to the beach on the 16th or the 17th, you may want to reconsider. There's also marine boater advisories. So it is imperative tomorrow during the launch, or even the 16th or the 17th, that you do not have your boat out there or you're on a boat in the yellow zone. You can be over in the blue sections, but please do not get into the yellow zone areas. You can possibly delay the launch, or worse, you may end up being arrested, or worse, hurt if you manage to be able to sneak into those areas during the launch. You don't want to be there in any of those situations. So please, please, please stay out of the yellow zones. And of course, it wouldn't be a launch without looking at the weather. And the forecast for tomorrow, it's going to be 55 degrees, but it's really going to feel like 50 degrees. So it's going to be bone chilling cold for us down here in South Texas. There's a 69% chance of rain. That may factor whether the launch occurs or whether it's delayed to another day. So there are going to be some showers. Otherwise, it's going to be cloudy, breezy, and cool. It's really going to feel like 49 degrees. You're not going to have much shade. It's going to feel like 48 degrees. There's not going to be a whole lot of sunshine, so the UV index is pretty low, but the winds are going to be gusting northwest at 15 miles per hour. And what is the flight plan for IFT 7 tomorrow? Well, it's very similar to IFT 5. In fact, this is the original flight plan for IFT 5. They're going to launch Starship directly from the launch pad A here at Boca Chica, and it's going to basically orbit, and they're going to test the Pez dispenser this time around. Okay, so they're going to test the Pez dispenser, and then at the same time, the booster will attempt to land on the launch pad, and then Starship will return back to Earth after completing its tests, and it will splash down in the ocean. So it's going to be very similar, other than the introduction of the Pez dispenser test in orbit. And that's basically it for tomorrow. So once again, the launch is scheduled for 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to tune in to Brownsville Tech Live. We will be broadcasting it across 12 social media platforms. And instead of having to fish through which video stream to catch, just go to our mobile app, and basically on our mobile app, we'll be live streaming the launch as well. So I hope you take an opportunity to watch the launch tomorrow and to visit Brownsville Tech Live. And we hope that you all have a great evening, and we will see you tomorrow. Go Starship, go SpaceX, go Elon Musk. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.